Alright, continuing our trek through Star Trek trailers, we now come to Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. This movie is definitely pretty far down my list as far as Star Trek movies. I do remember going to the theater to see this one. This one kind of follows, but just kind of really goes right off the edge. The funny comedy stuff that started in Star Trek IV really gets cranked up even more in this one. I mean, there's a serious main story, but they just followed up with a lot of like one-liners. There's even some slapstick humor. Scotty walking down through there and banging his head. I think it shows that in a trailer. So it's a trailer for Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Let's see what this thing has to show us.
From a relaxing vacation on Earth.
Greetings, Captain. I do not think you realize the gravity of your situation.
The rocket boots. The rocket boots.
To the most perilous reaches of space.
Ooh, those phaser sounds were bad.
Only one crew dare travel where no man has ever gone before.
We'll need all the power you can muster, mister.
See.
On a desolate planet, a renegade Vulcan seeks ultimate knowledge.
To find it, we'll need a starship.
And he will stop at nothing to get it.
I dreamt that a madman had taken over the Enterprise.
You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Perhaps I have, Captain. Our destination is the planet Shaka-Ri, Eden, at the center of the galaxy.
The center of the galaxy can't be reached.
If you ask me, and you haven't, I think this is a terrible idea. We're bound to bump into the Klingons.
Remain on course.
To Kirk, he's a fanatic to be fought.
You know we'll never make it through the Great Barrier.
I say the danger is an illusion.
To the crew, he's a mystic to be followed.
Cyborg has simply put us in touch with feelings that we've always been afraid.
I have to get back to the transporter.
To Spock, he's the past he must confront.
Shoot him!
You know I'm right.
Spock, my only concern is getting the ship back. And you're either with me or you're not.
Put him in the brig with Captain Kirk.
I'm a prisoner on my own ship.
What are you standing around for? Do you not know a jailbreak when you see one? Mr. Scott, you're amazing. There's nothing amazing.
Oh yeah, here he comes.
I know this ship like the
Back of my hand. Ping! Yeah, and he's down.
Emergency channel open.
A hostile force has taken control of our vessel. Put us on a direct course with the Great Barrier.
Understood, Enterprise. We are dispatching a rescue ship immediately.
Bird of prey bearing 105, Mark II.
Let me do something.
Mr. Sulu, full ahead.
Transfer power to warp drive. Warp speed now.
Chekhov in charge.
The greatest enterprise of all is adventure. Star Trek V,
that's a horrible
The
line.
Final Frontier.
All right. There was one pretty good spoiler, and I'm going to say spoiler alert now if you've never seen this movie. There was one big detail they left out of this trailer, and that is that Sybok, the renegade Vulcan who takes over the ship and has mysticized the crew and everything, turns out to be Spock's half-brother. They left that completely out of the trailer, which is good because it's one of those things. Save a good surprise for the movie. A lot of trailers now. But, there was some fairly decent action in this, but again, they really cranked up the comedy. There were some editing things with the movie, like the scene where they were flying up the turbolift shaft on the rocket boots. The numbers jump all over the place. We only saw like 2 numbers, but when you're watching the actual scene and Spock hits the thrusters and they go flying up really fast, it's like it goes up, it goes up, it goes up, it jumps back down, it jumps up, it's here. It's really just obvious that the numbers are out there and they're not in the right order. And the rocket boots early in the movie kind of play a part where when we saw Captain Kirk falling off the cliff, obviously he doesn't die here. Spock flies down with the rocket boots and catches him, but the rocket boots, which appear to be designed to shoot you up in the air or to hold you upright in the air, Spock's dangling upside down holding Captain Kirk by 1 foot, but the rocket boots are holding him up. Like I say, this is pretty far down on my list of Star Trek movies. Probably have only seen this one a few times, probably 5 or less times, and some of the movies I've seen, like Wrath of Khan, I've probably seen like 25 times or more. But but it's still Star Trek. It's the original crew. A couple of scenes in the trailer I think were probably from other Star Trek movies. There was the scene of the Enterprise approaching the planet, but it looked like it had battle damage. And I don't remember if the Enterprise actually did any battle in this movie. Even when the Klingon bird of prey shows up, I'm not sure there's actually like space battle. But you can see down the one side it had some damage. I think maybe that was a leftover scene, either from Wrath of Khan or from Search for Spock. And then there was the scene. There was a scene with the Klingon bird of prey. Yeah, there was a scene of the Klingon bird of prey flying toward the sun. I think that's probably a scene from Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, when they were doing the flying toward the sun to do the slingshot effect to time travel. But anyway, yeah, again, it's Star Trek, so it's, it's a Star Trek movie. Good to see a Star Trek movie. If you like what you see, please click like and click share. Tell all your friends about me. I got that way out of order. If you like what you see, please click subscribe. It's here, it's there, it's all over the place. What's your favorite Star Trek movie? Is it one that we've seen so far? Is it one that's still coming up? What did you think of this movie? What are the good parts? What are the bad parts? If you like it, what made you like it? If you didn't, why not? And as always, this has been Nerd Dad 5000. I will see you later.